This is crazy.
Come on.
Y'all see this? I got it. As long as they don't do nothing crazy. Y'all, look at this. This is crazy, bro.
America! America! Fight back the nigger! Fight back! Fight power! Fight power! Fight power!
I still love you.
Naptown Originals.
Indianapolis, 2025. In the heart of our city, on the circle, Proud Boys yesterday waved flags. Let that sink in for a minute. And if this doesn't enrage you, you probably align. This, in the heart of our city, August 2025. The same symbol that marched millions of people into gas chambers, the same symbol that our grandparents fought against in World War II. But our Proud Boys, God, they're so proud, they're just gonna wave it in our streets. And don't you dare let anyone tell you that this is free speech or a small group of people just using their voice. No. This salute, that's intimidation, and it's a test. These Proud Boys, they are testing us to see how loud can they be and how quiet will we be about it. Not in my city. I will use my voice. I stand shoulder to shoulder to anyone that is against this. We have been warning you that fascism doesn't just crash in. It comes in slowly, speech by speech, banner by banner, policy by policy, and here we are. And by the time most people open their eyeballs and wake up, it is too late. That is exactly what happened in the 1930s. Yes, I'm pissed. How are you not pissed? Oh, maybe it's because you align with this. If you don't use your voice to speak out about this hatred and fascism, you are part of the problem. Parents, imagine your children walking outside and seeing swastika flags being waved like sports banners. The fact that this is allowed, that this hate is allowed to just be displayed on any street on the planet is mind-boggling to me. And if we don't use our voice, this becomes the new norm. This is not right versus left. This is whether or not you are okay with letting Proud Boys run our country. And if you don't think it's happening and you don't think that this is an issue that is popping up all around the United States, you are ignorant to what is happening in our country right now. Ignorant. Cannot believe this. Do you feel great?
Yesterday, some hate group marched in the streets of Indianapolis, waving their flags boldly, and they were fully masked and yelling white power. To your surprise, there were police who were even seeing them, and there were no action taken. And this is not the first time that these hate groups are marching in America. There is also another time they were marching in Cincinnati, and I appreciate the Black Power because they whooped their asses. And right now, Americans are so enraged to a point that some of the palm-colored people are now begging for black, brown, and white unity so that they can fight this together, because they have accepted that they are being led by a fascist government. So guys, welcome back to Afrojudy. Let's dive in straight to the video. Kindly give the video a thumbs up and also subscribe if you're coming across the channel for the very first time.
These racist sons of bitches, these pigs, these terrorists came into our city with the intent to intimidate and instill fear in black and brown people. And not just black and brown people, but in people, period. And it pisses me off. The racism never went away. It's not like Trump showed up and all of a sudden people decided to be racist. The racism was always there. But now these people are emboldened to put it on full display. They're still fucking cowards. Because if they were really brave, they wouldn't be wearing masks. Because they're really that brave, take the fucking masks off. I'm sure some of you are probably law enforcement anyway. And that's the other thing. Law enforcement, they had a police escort. And I don't care who you are, that looks really bad for the city of Indianapolis. That's problem number 2. They better be glad that they had that, and they better be glad nobody was aware that that was going down. Because I'm sure there's some people that would not have just, and you better be damn guaranteed they would have been met with force. We have to do something about this. I understand that your freedom of speech is protected, but yelling racial slurs on the streets like that, there needs to be an amendment to stop that from happening. You can't yell fire in a crowded theater. You can't yell a bomb on a plane or an airport. Hate speech should not be tolerated. Period. And I don't care what the reason or excuse is. We got to put a stop to this. It's time for some of you to stand up, and especially you white folks. I'm calling all of you out. I know that for white culture, Trump represents the majority of you. I'm not stupid. I know that. So I know you've got friends, family, co-workers that are Trump supporters. I know you do. These are just facts. And I know that you want to speak up for fear of some kind of retaliation. I've had those conversations with some of y'all. You want to get kicked out of the club, the white privilege club, the country clubs, those spaces, white spaces. I get all of that. What if some of y'all going to be brave enough to stand up against this tyranny? What's it going to take until your wife or your daughter can't vote or is oppressed or is considered property? Until somebody you care and that you live about? Because you got to give a damn about more than yourself. And that's what this is about. There's some selfish people out here who aren't doing nothing because it doesn't affect them. Until it does affect them, then all of a sudden they want to jump on the bandwagon. The time for that is over. You're either with us or you're against us. There's no middle ground anymore. Time to get on board. And especially if you're one of these black and brown people that supports this shit, I got a grandson here, y'all. I'm trying to keep it PG. But man, y'all know what I'm thinking. Samuel Jackson, y'all. Let's say that. Y'all don't deserve anything in life. You don't deserve any kind of happiness or anything. You are worse than the white people. Because you will sit here, let racist and KKK they got that sea flag in the video. You'll see all that and you'll still go, oh, well, Trump's the best president. He's our guy. What kind of disconnect from reality do you have to support that guy? Especially at this point. Ever. But especially at this point in this time in our history. It is time to wake the hell up. Get your head out of your ass. And we need everybody on board. Either with us or against us. Or I'm out.
This is my thing about the whole white power protests in Indianapolis. I don't know if it's happening anywhere else, but it's happening in Indianapolis. And I was, I looked at it and and I just thought it was funny because it's nothing wrong with being proud of your race. It may be something wrong with being proud of your culture because white people culture fucked up. But it's nothing wrong with being proud of your race. But why do you have to hide your face to do it? That's the only thing, I was thinking about. I was like, why would you have to hide your face to do it? So, of course, it's racially motivated, right? You're being racist, right? It's a racist demonstration. And, I was thinking if we seen a whole bunch of black people doing that shit, you will see a whole bunch of cops, a lot of people mad, a lot of people making videos, talking shit. But you will see a lot of cops. But you don't see no cops in that video. You don't see, they talked all that shit from their house all the way downtown and then went to McDonald's and ate after it. And the reason you don't see no police is because they the police.
Well, this is so sickening and heartbreaking to watch because if the government knows whatever is happening in the United States, if the police are seeing the hate group marching on the streets, yelling white power, waving their flags boldly, and there is no action being taken, but they have that force to raid the immigrants, they have that money to deploy the National Guard in Washington, D.C., but they can't take action so that they can arrest this hate group. This is not the first time that this is happening in America. It has happened severally, and they were yelling on the street. They were marching up and down. They are considering themselves to be so supreme as compared to other people. They had their pew-pews, they had their flags, their face were fully masked. So if they consider themselves to be the proud boys, why are they wearing the mask? Why don't they just show their face to the public so that people can recognize whoever they are? Because right now Americans are living in so much fear, and if the government is supporting this, then America is falling down in real time, because this is not the way it's supposed to be done. Action need to be taken immediately, and the police were just watching there. If they're considering Washington, D.C. to be a criminal city right now, why don't they take action to such people? And yet, the criminal record in Washington, D.C. is so low. And still, they want the homeless people to get out of the street. Where does the government really want to take these people if the same government cannot take action to arrest the hate group who are marching on the streets of the Indianapolis? I really appreciate the black people who taught the other hate group a lesson in Cincinnati the other time they marched there. I wish there were people on the streets, especially the black people, to teach these people the same lesson, because right now Americans are living in fear. Imagine if it was a child outside there and saw such group of people, or perhaps something really bad happened to your child. Then this palm-colored woman said that this is the best time that people should unite together. The black, the brown, the white people are all the communities should be marching together, because if they accept whatever is happening in the United States right now and they don't stand in solidarity, then the government and especially the hate groups are going to grow horns, and they will be doing this each and every day. They will be threatening the lives of citizens in the United States. So again, my question is, before people voted in November 5th, this was the best, that was the best time that people could have united so that they can vote in the best leader. And I'm so sure that Kamala couldn't allow whatever is happening in the United States, especially these hate groups marching, to march. You know, they have grown horns because they know very well that the current government will do nothing to them. That's why they have been marching frequently in the United States, waving their flags, like America want to go back to the times of Germany during the Hitler era. And if Americans will allow this, it will be such a dangerous state that no one will ever want to visit, and people will be living in fear. People will be fearing for their lives. And some of these hate men who are marching on the streets also, they had that salute, you know, that salute, because if I happen to mention it here, this video will automatically be censored. So they were even performing that salute on the streets yesterday in Indianapolis when they were marching. I wish I could have uploaded the full video of these people because I have it, but I'm so scared because I can't do it. YouTube will censor that video. So if you are living in Indianapolis, just be safe wherever you are, because these people are on the streets. They are considering themselves to be so supreme. And this is the time that white supremacy should end in the United States, because if this continues, we are just barely 8 months since the orange man got into the office. People have like 3 years still for him to be out of the office. So if these things are happening, and it started happening immediately he got into the office, people protested on the streets just because of this hate group who are marching on the streets. So right now, will people just be protesting each and every day because they fear for their lives? Why don't the government take action so that they can arrest these people? Why don't the government use the taxpayers' money it's using to pay for the ICE to raid the immigrants to arrest these people or to take good action for these people? Instead of deploying the National Guards in Washington, D.C., claiming that there is high criminal rate there, why don't government take action on this hate group? Instead of helping the victims who are in Texas during the floods, the government is not doing that. Only it's allowing this hate group to continue marching on the streets, leaving Americans in fear. So, guys, this video is for educational purposes only. So let me know what you think in the comment section about this. Are you in Indianapolis? Are you safe wherever you are? If you are a person who look like me, please take good care of yourself and always be vigilant wherever you are. So let's keep the conversation going, and also we learn from each other. Until next time, guys, I'm your presenter Judy. Let's meet on my next episode.